We are all hanging on our cross as the pandemic rages all over the world. We may not be in a hospital bed, but we're afraid we may end up there. And we may hope that because we're vaccinated that we're safe. But most countries have no access to the vaccine. And so our breeding grounds for the new strains of the virus, which may well be able to defeat vaccination. We are not safe till everyone is safe. But the injustice built into our economic system means that we in the rich countries will watch the poor die in their poor countries and do very little to help. And that, in the end, will cause our own destruction. What can we do when we know the next catastrophe is just around the corner and our governments do nothing to prevent it? Do we build walls as thick as this cathedral and hope that they will keep us safe? Do we just take shelter behind old ways of thinking, cling to the old beliefs that used to work for us, and pretend the world has never really changed? Pretend that climate change isn't really happening, that COVID is really just another kind of flu, that infection doesn't really happen and there's no need to keep our distance or wear a mask. Imagine that we'd all be so much happier if we could just keep the foreigners out, that in this dangerous world we'd all be so much safer if we could just have another 14 nuclear warheads more. Pretend that God said homosexuality will always be a sin, and that people like me either don't exist or are a toxic assault on the integrity of nature. Imagine that the British Empire was totally benign and that slavery always happened somewhere else. Pretend that racism isn't really a problem here and that Britain is basically a decent kind of place. That human ingenuity and greed, working in the context of the global market, will solve everything and make it all right. Or do we imagine this shelter, this cathedral will really shelter us and keep out the truth with its massive walls? It's true, this building is a place of stone, but good people are in charge of it. And it is also a building of light. No one can stop the light getting in, because without it, we will surely die. And it must come in, and we cannot stop it shining, because that is in the nature of light. I can see my death is coming, and I can see yours coming too. I can see our society is dying, and I can see our world is dying too. There are people in the world, mostly men, who are so addicted to power, they will destroy everything to hang on to it. There are people in this world, mostly men, who are so addicted to money, they will destroy everything to accumulate more and more of it. I see this. I feel this, and I ask myself, how long? How long will we be paralyzed by our sense of helplessness? How long will we be paralyzed by our despair? How long? How long? That is why I call my friends together. All my friends, all my family, all my lovers, so we can eat and drink together. And that's why this happens each day, each hour, each minute of each hour in my name, somewhere on this tormented earth. That is why I take the bread and I break it. This is my body, like yours. It will be broken. That is why I raise the cup. This is my blood, like yours. It will be shed. Drink this. Remember me. This is our body that will be broken. This is our blood that will be shed. All of us in this together. All of us here to love and to be loved. Remember, remember